Sorry here, I'm back. I'm just being super lazy and not using my computer. But I am gonna start a new reading vlog. It is Memorial Day weekend, the official start to summer, the unofficial start to summer for me. But it just means the year is at a tail end. A lot of things ended this week. Like my show ended. Um, a lot of like academic stuff sort of ended. Like we still grade them till the end of the year, but like project wise, June is just a super weird month. And I still have a lot to do next week, like a ton to do next week, but I am hoping that I can get a lot of relaxing done and decompressing done. After a show ends, my brain is fried. They're doing smut done this weekend. We're gonna read a lot of smut. I just want to read a lot of books and just kind of like decompress. I also want to craft this weekend. That's I'm super excited for. I've been like waiting to craft for quite a while, but Alice kind of took my hands. My puppy is a year old today. We've had her a year. She's playing with her bone in the other room. So if you hear her, I'm waiting for sprints to start. So yeah, I'm gonna just have a cozy weekend. My voice is shot. I can't tell if I'm sick or if it's just laryngitis. Sorry, you can see my puppy. Cassie, come here. Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi to the camera? Yeah. Wanna say hi? Hi. There's her ears. She's. So I am reading. Oh, you've lost your bone. I am reading Stay Awake by Megan Golden, and I'm really liking this. I picked this up just because I've heard a lot of people chat about it, but I'm about 60 pages in, and it's exactly what I want. It's very, very plot focused, which is what I'm reading right now, especially because I'm recovering from my crazy, crazy week. So yeah, that is my plans. I'm going to go read a bit more. I'm definitely going to use my vlogging camera later, so you'll probably see a mix, probably better quality. I might even refilm this. But yeah, I'm gonna go wait for Smut Done to start and catch up on my YouTube videos this weekend so I can pick a show to watch next week. A lot is happening, but Alice is over, and before I start thinking about next year, I'm gonna give myself a couple of weeks to relax. So I'll be back with more reading updates soon. Bye. Friends, I'm just checking back in. I did want to say it's about 7:12. I have read about 100 pages in Stay Awake, and I'm really liking it. I love books that have to do with like a memory thing. I think that that's like very interesting. And I always afraid it's going to go like a certain route, but this book is very interesting. So basically about this main character named Liv, and she wakes up in a taxi and she has the word stay awake written on her hand. But she has no memory of the past 2 years, which I think is a very interesting concept. And then you also follow her in the past, and then you follow two detectives in the future trying to solve the crime that she may be connected to. And it's like a very like quick paced story. I love that it's very like short chapters because it's easy for me to read. This would be like a great train book, but like the problem with reading these books on the train is I just tend to miss my stop, to be very honest with you. But yeah, so I really am liking it. I like Liv as a character. She's a bit of like a morally gray character. The story is really complicated. I know that Megan Golden has a lot of other books, but this is the one that I was the most interested in. I know I heard Four Paws in a Book, we do a reading vlog about it, but I was intrigued, and I have a lot of thrillers I would like to tackle. So yeah, I'm almost close with my Avengers Battle Spell. I have to listen to something for like read for 5 more minutes in a certain way, and then I'm gonna do a check-in for that. I really haven't read anything for this whole boss battle. Past week I came off of was a pretty bad reading week. It's just been very, very busy and very, very chaotic. But that's kind of how the end of the school year kind of goes. Like, it just is busy. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the last couple of weeks, and I'm just recovering from that. I also think I'm a little bit sick, but that's just because I've been doing so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go read a bit more. I'm gonna go read maybe like another like 100 pages, and then I'll give you guys an update. And then probably tomorrow I will give you guys like a solid update that's on my vlogging camera because I have to like do that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go read another 100 pages. Hopefully it gets good, but it's kind of one of those books that I don't want to put down. I'll be very honest. Like, it's been a bit since I read it, though, that I don't want to put down. So yeah, I might do that. All right, I'm gonna go read it. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye bye. Hey book dragons, I'm back. Sorry, I'm filming on my vlogging camera again. It has been a bit, I'll be honest. It's been a bit since I updated, but I am back. So I just started this reading vlog on my camera, so on my computer, so the quality might be suck a bit, but I am up to about page 250 in Stay Awake by Megan Golden. I'm loving this book, and I think the reason I'm liking it that it is just has like a really interesting concept. But you basically follow this main character that every single time she falls asleep, she loses her memory. And then you follow two cops that are trying to solve the crime, and then you see the main character in the past. And I'm like intrigued. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I don't want to know what's happening, but I'm really intrigued by it. It's a mystery that works for me because the character isn't necessarily unlikable. A lot of times when I read mystery thrillers, I don't like the characters, and I'm very much a character-led reader, but I really needed something that had plot in it, and this book is definitely plot focused, which is really, really nice. So I'm having a nice balance. So my goal is to read another like 50 pages and then give you guys an update, and then I'm gonna see like how like my time is playing. I'm sorry, it sounds like I have a cold, because I do. I have like a pretty bad sinus infection. Not bad, but whenever I finish a show, I always get sick. But I'm also doing the boss battle. Well, not the boss battle. I'm doing a boss battle, and then I'm doing the readathon for Lexi, Escape the Haunted House, and I have to be specific in what I choose next. So the next book I have to read is a book that starts with S or is green. And that's kind of where I'm at, but I also want to read short things, so I don't know what I'm in the mood to read. But I have to either read a book that S or is green on the cover, or has a green cover, and I don't see anything on my TBR that's like screaming at me that's green. But I might just try to read something that has an S too. So that is where my next thing is to read. I have a couple of options, I think. But once I finish this, I'll kind of see time-wise where we're at. But I am really enjoying it. It's a beautiful day. It's Memorial Day weekend. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the city to meet up with my friends, which I'm really excited for. I sound like I have laryngitis, because I do. And yeah, so I'm gonna go read a little bit more. A lot of my green books are big, and I don't really want to read anything that big. I picked this one up because it was a thriller, so I might kind of stay in that vein for a little bit. But yeah, that is my plan. So yeah, I'm gonna go read a bit more of this. When I read about 50 more pages, I'll give you guys an update, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye book dragons. Hi friends, I'm back. I did want to say that I did want to finishing Stay Awake by Megan Golden. I really like this book. I sometimes struggle with thrillers because I don't like any of the characters and I don't feel super connected to them. But this one just worked. It really hit for me and I just liked it. I love books about memory issues. I think they're very, very compelling and super interesting. I also think that this book was interesting because you got a lot of different point of view characters, but like they weren't, sometimes when you read like police procedurals and stuff, when you have things, they take a lot of the story. But I almost feel like these characters, you didn't really dive into them a lot. And I don't know if I liked it or I didn't, but I definitely liked the main character. I thought she was very interesting. I thought it wrapped up a bit quick, so it's probably going to be like a 4.5-star read. But I really enjoyed it. I want to get her other books, especially The Night Swim, because that has a podcast element. I might try to listen to it. So I'm up to mines. I'm going to ask the Patreon that I'm a part of, that the group I'm in, which book they want me to read. Do they want me to read a book of another color, or do they want me to read a book that has an S in the title? This one's super short, this one's not, so I think I'm gonna go ask them their opinions. This is really not on my TBR like at all, but that's okay. I'm kind of like deviating from my TBR a little bit, but I did really like this one and I'm happy that I picked it up. I'm in a thriller mood, but the Druid Song is a Dungeons and Dragons novel and I love druids and it has to read green on the cover. And also Something Wilder is a Christina Lauren book, which I think I could fly through. So these are the two that I'm going to pick, and when I finally make a decision and I read 50 pages, I will give you guys an update. But if I had to choose, I would say to read this one, but I also haven't read like anything for the other prompt, and our group is like last. I'm team Ghost Tour and I'm like last and everything, so yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go see what they want me to do and hopefully read a bit. My computer totally died, so I have to like listen to something on my phone. I can't read without background music. It's such a pretty day. My dog is sleeping. It's also her gotcha weekend because we got her a year ago today. So I've heard really good things about this, and I'm a big D&D fan. I haven't got to see the movie yet. Story of my life. But yeah, so I'm gonna go see what they want me to do, and then I'll report back. Bye, book dragons. Hey friends, I'm back. So I actually did wind up changing my book because I can mood read now and I want to mood read. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pick up Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McMaster, because I do need to do a challenge for one of my books and I need to read a book by an author that I haven't read before for one of the Avengers. So this is the other thriller I was really interested in reading, and I'm going to pick this one up because I have to read a challenge for, oh, I remember what it is, but it's for the other challenge I'm doing. I'll look it up, but I'm gonna start this. It's not that long, which is good. It's like 400 pages, but I read thrillers super quickly. And then my backup book will be The Druid's Call by E.K. Johnson, because I have read a book by her this other before, but it's also super short. So yeah, these are the two I'm going to read. I'm going to try to get some reading done. I might go outside eventually. But I think one of the prompts I had to read was read a book. Let me go see. I'll tell you, because it's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reading challenged. S.H.I.E.L.D. HQ. Read a book by an author you never read before and published in the last 3 years. So yeah, I gotta read at least 50 pages of this. So that is my plan. And then I will update you guys. I started reading something Wilder. I do like it. I think I'll definitely read it, but just not right now because, again, I'm trying to save books that, like, I have to read because I do love to mood read. So yeah, I'm gonna go start this, read about 50 pages, and then I will do the Joey prompt. And I don't know what else I have to read for Joey, but that's where I'm at. Alright, I'm gonna read 50 pages of this and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye. Friends, I just want to do a quick update. I did wind up reading about 50 pages in Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Jillian McAllister. I got this rec from Meg from the Books and I am really liking it. My favorite Christmas movie is Christmas Every Day with Eric Von Detten a very, very long time ago. But this is like follows a mother and she's waiting up for her son. I think it takes place in England. I'm pretty sure it takes place in England. Or maybe not. But she's waiting up for her son, and when she sees him coming, she realizes that he has a knife, and he like stabbed somebody. And she has no idea what's happening, how this occurred. And then she starts flashing back. So like the next day she goes back 1 day, and then the next day she goes back 2 days. And she's sort of trying to uncover what is happening. I'm really intrigued. I really had a fun time reading Stay Awake, so I'm going to read another one and just see how it goes. I also want to try to finish my reading challenges. They also just announced that we made it through one or more door in the basement, so I can mood read for a little bit. I'm also going to the city tomorrow, so I'm probably going to bring an audiobook. My allergies are so bad between that and sinus infections, but I really want to see my friends because I know the next half of the month is going to be a bit busy. So yeah, that is the plan. We also have off on Monday, which I think will be nice. And I'm going to kind of take Sunday and Monday and just kind of reassess everything because YouTube and everything because I haven't posted in like a month just with everything in the show. So yeah, my goal is to read another like 50 pages of this book. We might go out. Me and my mom, we normally go out to eat on Saturday because I'm home and she's home and my dad's out and the puppy can be in the cage for a little bit. But I'm really loving mysteries. I've been like in a mystery mood. Just because I've been reading a lot of like middle grade. This month was just a weird reading month. I think like I just was picking up stuff that I knew would be like quick for me. Not everything that like I truly loved, but my focus was also like a bit shop this month. So I'm happy that I'm picking up quicker things and just kind of getting back to it. I also haven't read any e-arcs this month. I don't even know what I'm doing next month because it's Pride Month. I also haven't done my own reading game. I don't know if they're going to do something else. I've been following a lot of new creators and they have challenges. And also it's my last full month of working. We work to the end. I'm going to Chicago at the end of the month for ALA, which I'm super excited about. And a lot of stuff in my work is like wrapping up. Like we still have 3 weeks of teaching, but a lot of it's done. But I'm excited to kind of tackle my prop room and I have a lot of audiobooks for that. So yeah, I'm going to go figure out what challenge I need to do for Avengers and see if I can keep reading this. I don't like reading multiple books at once. It's just not something I love to do. But I might see like if there's a challenge where I could like get the audiobook for this and pick it up too maybe tomorrow and do that. So I don't know. That is the plan. But yeah, really liking it so far. I've only read about 50 pages. I'll give you guys an update either when I read about another 2-page 100 or when I read 150 and just see the pacing. I'm also catching up on YouTube. My goal is by like Tuesday, I want to have only like 20 videos left in my YouTube queue so I can start picking a TV show to watch because that has not happened. I was doing so good and then life got busy. So I'm going to go do that. I'll update you guys when I can. But yeah, I normally have really bad luck with thrillers because I hate all the characters, but these two have not been the case, so I'm intrigued. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey friends, I'm back. I did want to say that I am dealing with a pretty bad sinus infection, but I did get a lot of reading done.
but my filming plans are gonna have to be on hiatus because I can't talk like this in a reading vlog, especially when I have to work most of this week. So it is Monday, it is Memorial Day, but I did want to say that I went finishing Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. I enjoyed it. I think it was a fun premise, but it was interesting. I will say that. I don't think it's what I was expecting. Like, you know, it was an interesting story. I think it got there. I think it's probably gonna be like, I literally have not put anything on my spreadsheet this whole month because I've been so busy. But I did like it. Like, I enjoyed it. It was a fun read. I really liked the audiobook when I picked it up. I actually wound up listening to most of this yesterday because I was commuting. But I liked it. It was, I would probably say it's like a 3.75 stars. It was, I always say this, like, when I read, like, a thriller or mystery, I need, like, it had a pretty big cast of characters, but, like, basically you have a main character that keeps going back in time to kind of figure out why her son killed somebody. And it was interesting. I don't think it was like a new favorite. I think I definitely preferred Stay Awake by Megan Golden. It just worked better for me as like a story. But I enjoyed them. I also was able to finish my Avengers reading vlog, which I was really excited for, so I did that. So yeah, I think I'm going to pick up The Mysterious Case of the Appleton Angels by Janice Hallett. I got this from Book Depository before it closed because it just said this is not going to come out until like next year, I think. But yeah, I'm really excited for this book. I really would like prefer to listen to it, but I don't have that option, and I'm like not feeling my best, and I think that this book will kind of like has to do with like cults and stuff like that, and I think these two characters these two teenagers, they have a baby, they think the baby's the Antichrist, and this cult tries to kill them, and then they're kind of like doing it through the story. So I'm really intrigued by it. I have to go run up to town because I lost my allergy medicine. I don't know where it went. The doggy might have taken it, to be very honest with you, or put it somewhere, but not the bottle, but I don't know where I put it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring this with me on my errands, and yeah, I'm just gonna try to relax today. I have to go back to work, and yeah, I am gonna go do that. And when I come back, hopefully I'll have a bit of an update for you guys on The Mysterious Case of the Appleton Angels. I know Meg from a book, she said to read this quickly. And because I have today off, I figured I would kind of take advantage of her rec. So yeah, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go run in my errands, come back, read. I may grab a snack from town. But yeah, this is like another chunky book. But it's written in like different formats. So I'm hopeful I will like it. I did like the appeal. I think the appeal was okay. So I'm excited to see this. And I also have the audio for the Twyford Code too. So this is going to turn into a little bit of like an adult thriller vlog, which was not the plan, but that's okay. Plans are meant to be broken. So right now I would say order of how I like these. Stay Awake would be first, and then Wrong Place, Wrong Time would be second. And I'm going to go start this. Bye.
Another computer update, sorry. But I did wind up getting up to page 140 in The Mysterious Case of the Appleton Angels by Janice Hallett. This is actually from the UK because this book doesn't come out until next year. But I was able to grab an early copy before Book Depository closed. I'm really enjoying this book. Like, it's just working a lot. Basically, you follow, it's like, all of her books are told in, like, interesting style. So the book starts off with this saying, which I think is very interesting. You have a key that opens a safety deposit box. Inside is a bundle of documents, archive, research material for a book that's just been published. You must read it all and make a decision. Either replace the documents in the box and then throw away the key where it will never be found, or take everything to the police. So, basically, you follow this main character named Amanda, and she is going to write a true crime book about the Appleton Angels, which is about like a cult where these two kids had a baby, but the people in the cult think it was the Antichrist, and then that. So basically, it's all about them two people trying to write a book about it, and you get all these documents. And it's interesting because the other Janice Hallett book I read was all emails, and I think her other one was all voice memos. So this has like a bunch of different formats, which I do like, and I wonder if listening to it would have been an interesting experience. But I'm really like captivated. And things keep happening, and I think I know what happened. Like, I would be curious to see if I'm right at the end of this, because I'm really intrigued. I know Meg with a book said, like, you should read this as quick as you can and, like, try not to take, because it's just a lot of information to absorb. But I'm really liking it. I have fallen out of love with true crime a little bit in the last couple of months, like, but I do enjoy the genre, and I like made-up stuff like this, because I think it's interesting. Also, like, the predatory version of true crime, like, is also, like, very interesting, because, like, there was the baby went into foster care, and now they want to find the baby. And I just think it's a little bit predatory, but I think that's kind of the point that John Hallis is making. But yeah, I'm going to go definitely read another like 50 pages, and then I'm going to give you guys an update. But I'm reading it pretty quickly, and it's like a 400-page book, so I'm reading it pretty quickly. Also, I like took a little break, went to an urgent visit. I'm still not feeling my best, as you could hear with my voice. But I am enjoying this book a lot. So I'm going to go read another 40 pages and make some more update on my YouTube queue, as I keep saying. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Sorry, I'm just being so lazy this week. I don't want to get out my camera. But I did want to say that I did wind up getting up to page 200 in The Mysterious Case of the Alberton Angels. I am so intrigued by this book because I feel like it's just like a very interesting way to craft a story. And I have a lot of like different theories because things keep happening and I'm like, it's like piquing my, like I have a German Shepherd and my ears are going up, like her little ears go up. Did you hear something? I'm very intrigued. I don't know where the story's gonna go, but I love the different formats, and I almost wish I was like reading it and listening to it because I think this would have been a great book for that. I'm gonna try to read the Twyford Code physically and maybe listen to it because I like the appeal, but I don't think I love the appeal as much. But this is just super working for me. I love like murder mysteries, and like that case really wasn't a murder mystery. It was more like a crime that kind of got like inputted in a sense, like it was like interesting crime. This I'm really enjoying. I'm loving it in a ways, and I'm just like I have so many theories. It's been a while since I read a mystery that I've been like theorizing so much. I'm very intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued. I've always been fascinated by cults as well. That's been something that I've been very, very fascinated by. It's no shock Meg in the book likes this because her favorite book ever is Sadie. I'm just very intrigued. Like I don't know how it's gonna end. I'm very intrigued by it. I'm still like in a bit of a haze, so maybe that's why I'm like just focused on it because I have so many theories. Tomorrow I have to go to work. Because there's a lot of stuff to get done. My show closed like Thursday, and the end of the year is just always busy, but especially like in a school when you teach in an auditorium, everything needs to be cleaned and organized, and it's just a lot. There's just a lot to get done, especially because I'm kind of like restarting my program, and like the organization is not the best, and I took over from a program and just the room was very, very messy, so I don't want that to happen again, and I'm just very, very cognizant of that. So, but I'm like so intrigued. Like I do not know where this book is gonna go, honestly, but I'm very intrigued. Like honestly, I can see why Megan the book was like try to like devote a full day to this because I don't want to stop reading it, but I know I do have to. Sorry, my nose is running. But yeah, so I'm gonna go try to read another like 50 pages before bed, but I'm flying through this, and this is like a 400-page book. I didn't think I was going to read anything else this month because I read a ridiculous amount, which is really, really good. I listened to a ton of audiobooks. I'm also listening to Something Wilder by Christina Lauren, which is somewhat has a murder mystery plot as well, like a mystery element to it. I was listening to that when I was starting to craft earlier, and then I got like sidetracked and distracted. But I'm going to go read another 50 pages of this. And if it's not too late, I'll give you guys an update. And if not, I'll definitely update you guys tomorrow. I'm not staying late anymore, which is really, really nice. I may have to stay late tomorrow, though, but we're going to see how I'm feeling at the end of the day. If I'm, like, shot, I probably won't, but I'm going to go read a little bit more, and I'll update you guys when I can. Bye. Back again. I'm just being super lazy and not taking out my vlogging camera. But I did want to say that I actually wound up finishing 2 books. I didn't wind up getting the physical copy. It's over there, but I wound up finishing Something Wilder by Christina Lauren. I got the audio from that from my library. I also... Sorry, I have a sinus infection, I think. I picked up the audio of that from my library, but I had a physical copy as well, and I really liked it. It was fun. It was a very, very nice adventure story, and it was just fun. Like it was definitely a second chance romance. It was a little bit more unique because normally when I read a second chance romance, we get flashbacks to when they were together. Very, very limited in the story. It was very, very adventure focused. These characters were like trying to save a ranch, and then they were going on like a treasure hunt quest. It was very, very fun. I really, really liked it. I liked all the side characters. And yeah, it was a fun read. So I gave that like 3.5 stars for review. And I wound up reading to page 300 in The Mysterious Case of the Alberton Angels by Janice Hallett. I'm really, really liking this. very, very intrigued. It's a book that, like, I just want to know what's happening. Like, a lot of the elements are very compelling and very interesting. Some of the ways the stories are told is not as compelling, but I'm still intrigued by the whole thing. Like, I love, like, the conversations between all the characters. There's also, like, screenplays and stuff like that that are kind of, like, inspired by it. Just so intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued. It's going in a way I didn't necessarily expect, and I'm really curious how it's all going to wind up. I still think there's going to be a massive twist about someone's identity. That is my prediction. So we'll see if I'm right. But yeah, so I am going to go back to reading. And again, I won't tell you if I'm right or wrong, but I think that there's an identity issue here. I think someone is not who they claim to be. And it's funny because in another book I read by her, there was a different premise, but somewhat similar. So yeah, I'm going to reading. I'm going to try to read another 50 pages for sure. It's almost 8. Actually, it's just 8 o'clock. And if I do that, I will give you guys an update. But I'm really, really liking this and happy that I picked it up. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Dragons, I'm back. Sorry, I can't get my ring light to work. But I did want to say that I did wind up making some pretty significant progress on The Mysterious Case of the Appleton Angels. I have about 5 pages left. So I'm going to go wrap it up. And then I'll give you guys an update. Hopefully with some better lighting. Bye.
I'm back. I definitely did not think this reading vlog was going to turn out the way that it did. But it is June 3rd, so I am a little bit behind on a lot of content. But I did want to wrap up this reading vlog. Sorry, my puppy has decided she wants to come visit. Do you want to say hi, Cass? Want to say hi? Yeah. Want to say hi? Yeah. I have a very, very sassy German Shepherd that's available for kisses. But I did wind up finishing, well, technically I would say 3 official mysteries, like thrillers and stuff, and 1 somewhat mystery. But I did wind up finishing Stay Awake by Megan Golden, which I gave 4 stars to. I also wound up finishing Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Jillian McMaster, which I gave 3 stars to, which I think was probably my least favorite of the whole vlog. And then I read The Mysterious Case of the Appleton Angel. Sorry, my dog is biting my wrist because she does not know how to listen. Which I gave 4.5 stars to. And then I finished Something Wilder that has like an element of a mystery to it, which I gave 3.75 stars to. So I wound up reading 4 things that were like all mystery based, which was not the plan when I started this reading vlog. I just was like needed something that was a bit like plot focused where I didn't have to think too much. I knew if I tried to read a fantasy, I was gonna like fail. I am dealing with a pretty bad sinus infection, and it's just the aftermath of Alice and everything. I'm still not my best, as you could see in here. But it was a very, very fun reading vlog. It's actually Saturday today, so I have like tomorrow to kind of get my life back in order to start doing YouTube again. So you guys are going to see these vlogs a little bit out of order, but I don't care. But I do have to do like a TBR and stuff like that as well. So that is my plan. My puppy is biting can you stop biting my hand? She's very, very upset that I'm not giving her the attention she desires and requires. I'm afraid she's going to eat my memory card. Come here. So yeah, that is where we're at. I round up reading 4 things this week. Next week, I hope to get a ton more reading done. I hope to be like back on the mend and not very, very sick. But like when I get sinus infections, I feel like I'm in like a haze and I feel like I'm underwater. And I just did not get back. Like I remember when I did Wonka, I was back to making content and like that very week, and this just was not that like at all. This was just a very, very different experience. So yeah, I'm still very, very far behind on stuff. We had a lot of issues with my room this week too. We had a bee infestation and my dad had to go to the hospital, so just a lot was happening. And my puppy is by herself, so she's a little bit anxious right now. But yeah, so that is where we're at. I just want to wrap this up. And yeah, hopefully I will be back to making content soon. And yeah, that's my plan. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.